Life can be so much better if you really, really want it to be that way. And we both know that you do want it to be that way, right? But you see, here's the tricky bit. If you want things to get better, you have to be willing to take the steps to make things, well, better, for lack of a better way to put it. And sometimes taking those actions, well, there's a lot of inertia that kind of holds you back, right? But that inertia is not some like external force that's going, ha ha, you can't have what you want, right? That inertia is an internal force that's going, hey, you, wake up, pay attention, right? You can stay stuck in this like same old worn out scenario if you really want to, or you can take some steps in a completely different direction and alter your course. That choice is up to you. Now, inside of yourself, you're going, oh, I don't really have a choice. I have to stick with this way. I have to keep going about things this way. And sure, certainly this has to be the right path to go by because I can't see any other path to go by. And if you would like a little bit of help finding the path to really kind of shift your direction, I do offer several different levels of astrological service. All of these available through my astrological services page, which is linked above. But the reason you're not seeing is because a certain part of you doesn't want to see. Inside of you, you're attached to doing things in this particular way, even though your wisdom inside of you is beginning to scream louder by the moment, hey, you, this isn't the right way to go. But still, you keep on doing it. So if you're gonna keep on doing it, at least do one thing. Keep your eyes open, right? Keeping your eyes open will teach you along the way, well, just how your life could be a whole lot easier if you would only let it. Because if you keep persisting in this same old way, well, it'll just likely continue to be difficult. And I know what you're thinking. You're going, yes, but I have a new plan, and that new plan really could take care of things, right? Or it could just take you down the same old blind alleyway. So look, right now, you have a choice. You have a choice to shift in a direction that is ultimately going to feel much more nourishing to you and equally be much more nourishing to the people that you want to take care of, right? Or you can choose to try to achieve the same thing in a manner where you're going to feel like, I'm not being supported in going this direction, things are not going to go well, and I'm going to keep having to struggle in order to achieve what I want to achieve, but hey, this is what I want to achieve. But you don't have to go about things that way. This transit of Venus, as it's journeying through Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, is aspected by both Saturn and equally Mars. Now, Saturn at the time of this transit will be in Uttara Ashada Nakshatra. And Saturn's a downward-facing planet, and downward-facing planets, well, they tend to get involved in things in a manner that they're not really able to see the bigger picture, right? And sure, with this situation, you can go, I just need to get more disciplined, right? I need to keep pushing and apply a little more effort and use a little more endurance. And that's the Uttara Ashada side of things. And Saturn is getting kind of stuck in that pattern to the extent that he's going to go too far with the situation. Where instead you could use that same old Saturnian detachment to go, hey, maybe it's time to kind of cut pathways with this particular path and go in a different direction. Now, Mars has the capacity to inflame the passions of Venus during this particular transit. The only thing is Mars is weakening at the time of this transit, and Mars is transiting Mula Nakshatra. And so you can take that same energy, you can go, I just have to get more passionate in my approach. Or you can go, yeah, you know what? Maybe one of the best ways to approach this is really to kind of let things fall apart. Because in that falling apart, there's the capacity to build something else that's better. So all that you're really letting fall apart right now is an old way, and it's an old way that's no longer working for you. So if you let that old way, well, for lack of a better way to put it, tend to collapse, you'll find that its collapse is a lot easier to deal with, because then you can take that very same energy, which you're kind of applying in the wrong direction, and put it to greater use in a direction that's actually going to make a world of difference. And if you could use a little bit of help, well, seeing the pathway a little more clearly, again, I do offer several different levels of astrological service available through my astrological services page, which is linked above. That's going to do it for this look at Venus's transit through Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra from the 1st of February to the 13th of February 2020. Until next time, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.